Not all casualties of war die on the battlefield, and their sacrifice no less heroic.
Rosa Rapp was born in 1894 in Jeffersonville, Indiana, and she enrolled in the Louisville City Training Hospital for nurses. She wanted to train to be a nurse, and she graduated from there in 1917, which is right around when the United States entered World War I. So the next year, in 1918, she enrolled in the Army Nursing Corps and was deployed to France. So she was very passionate about being a nurse, and she was very excited to go to France. But unfortunately, shortly after arriving, she contracted influenza. So in 1918, the Spanish flu pandemic was raging around Europe. It was one of the chief causes of illness and death for both soldiers and personnel, and lots of civilians as well. So she contracted the flu, and then about 2 weeks after arriving in Europe, unfortunately, she did pass away from influenza, and she's still buried abroad in France. So the portrait was actually presented to KHS in 1920. It was commissioned by her fellow nurses from the Louisville City Hospital to honor her service. She was still considered somebody who engaged in military service, even though she was only in Europe for about 2 weeks. A fellow nurse, Emma Hunt, was actually present here at the ceremony, and she described Rosa as being very passionate and very devoted to her patients in just the short time she was able to serve. So as you see in the portrait, it is very striking. I mean, you can see her in her uniform, you can see her face really clearly. She's so young. She was only 23 when she passed away, so I kind of connect to her that way. I'm about her age, and just to imagine the kind of courage it takes to go abroad and serve that way. We had this portrait in our collection for a really long time, but it had never been widely available to the public. So it used to be on exhibit, but it hadn't been hanging for a while, and so I was actually able to digitize it and make it available to the public for the first time. So getting to share her story with a broader audience and make sure that she's not forgotten for her service was really exciting for me. It was incredible to find out that one of her fellow nurses, Emma Hunt, is actually in the exhibit, and we actually have some objects belonging to Emma Hunt, so you can see the kind of things that Rosa might have had in her possession when she was working as a nurse. So in our Stories, Our Service, you can learn about Red Cross nurses and all the other ways that women have served throughout the United States history of armed conflict, especially the First World War. We have a lot of artifacts. We've got a stretcher and a garment bag, a dog tag, different things like that, so you can really get a physical sense of these women and the amazing work that they did.
To learn more, visit us online at history.ky.gov. From the Kentucky History Center and Museums in downtown Frankfort, I'm Doug High.